Hello, welcome to Gunners Pitchside. So this is my review of the Champions League semi-finals. I didn't do a review after last night. Probably should have done. And I fell asleep during tonight's match, but caught the highlights. So this is my review. Let's start on Tuesday night's game. Possibly the best Champions League semi-final in recent history, in recent memory. I can't remember a semi-final like that for a long time, where it's Man City, Real Madrid just going at each other. Man City carved Real Madrid to shreds in that first half. Opening goal come from Mahrez, great bit of skill, jinking on the edge of the box, dinks one in. Kevin De Bruyne up, just the intelligence, the run, smashes a great header, passes great friend Thibaut Courtois. If you don't know what I mean by that, is Courtois cheated on Kevin De Bruyne with his missus. Yeah, and they're in the Belgium squad together, yeah. So there's a bit of history there. So big up KDB for that one. I'm sure he enjoyed that goal. I thought De Bruyne played really well, actually. Mahrez was a threat all night. And then it was, again, this City's just intense pressing, man. And that man that you've just got a video about below, Gabriel Jesus, one of the qualities I was talking about that he would bring to the Arsenal team is his pressing. They suffocated Modric, Kroos in that midfield. They couldn't breathe. And they made an error, and it fell to Jesus, and he buried it. Very calm, very collected, 2-0. And the camera went to Carlo Ancelotti, and he went, I've never seen Ancelotti do that, ever. Obviously, I don't watch Carlo every week, but at that moment in time, you saw Carlo was very worried. You could see in Carlo's mind, fuck, this is going to be a long night. Then, out of nowhere, really, Mendy, the left back for Real Madrid, Benzema's going, cross it. You know, he's pointing to his head, but he actually messes the cross up. So Benzema uses his arm, gets in front of the central defender, and connects with his left foot on the edge, just inside the box, and it's a post and goes in, more or less. I think it just, yeah, beats Edison and goes in. It's a brilliant goal. And Benzema, mate, it's just someone just give him that Ballon fucking d'Or now. He is the best number 9 in the world. Last year, maybe Lewandowski. Clearly, it is Karim Benzema this year. He is just a sensational football player. And that wasn't the end of the night for Karim. We will get to that in a minute. So then the start of the second half, City still dominating, chance after chance, and they were quite wasteful. They could have put this game to bed quite a few times. But John Stones goes off injured because City's frailties were at the fullback areas. No João Cancelo through suspension, no Kyle Walker through injury. So they had to improvise. John Stones coming at right back. Zinchenko coming at left back, right? Stones gets injury. So Pep brings Fernandinho on, which I thought was a bit of a strange choice. especially being up against Vinicius Junior, probably the fastest player on the pitch, or one of them at least, especially Real Madrid's fastest. Anyway, but Fernandinho breaks free down the right hand side, beautiful cross. Foden drifts away from his markers, totally unmarked. Bang, 3-1 header, great goal. You just think this is going City's way, man. This is just brilliant. It was scintillating stuff. Then, I'm not sure how much later, I don't think it was much later, maybe 5-10 minutes, not even that. And Vinicius Junior picks the ball up around the halfway line and just goes past Fernandinho and just keeps going and going and going. Why Laporte didn't come across, I will never know. I think it was Laporte's job. He had a poor game, Laporte, I thought. Emma Laporte, he was City's weak link at the back in the end, turned out. He should have stopped Vinicius Junior, or tried to, but he didn't. And Vinicius ran all the way from more or less the halfway line with the ball, past everyone, and slotted home Real Madrid second. A brilliant goal, a brilliant individual piece of brilliance from Vinicius Junior, who last season I thought was this overrated twat. Now I absolutely think he's absolute quality. He's world class. He's brilliant. He seems to have grown so much in the last 12 months. I remember when I saw him last season against, I think they knocked Liverpool out, did they? Yeah. I think they knocked Liverpool out and then they lost to Chelsea. I thought Vinicius Junior in them games was very average, and because I don't watch La Liga. I used to watch it in the old days, but I don't watch it anymore. Might catch El Clasico now and then, but that's about it. A gran Clasico. So that's 3-2. So then more City pressure. No real more threat from Real Madrid. It was just all City. Again, pressing. Jesus again. Mate, because obviously I'm on a scouting mission now with Jesus for Arsenal. Mate, I want him big time. Pull out all the stops, Arsenal, Arteta, Pep, whatever connections you fucking got to get Jesus at Arsenal, get him. He is fantastic. And, he is just a perfect example of a modern football player. Can play multiple positions. And the pressing was just very impressive, shall we say. I mean, the guy is so fit. Anyway, there was a bit of a kerfuffle in the box. I can't remember. Someone went down. Might have been Foden or someone, I can't remember. And sort of like everyone sort of stopped, but apart from one player, Bernardo Silva. And what do they always tell you? Always play to the whistle. Bernardo Silva did, and he took it with his left foot, jinked around the defender, and unleashed a Bernardo special, and just smashed it to Thibaut Courtois' right-hand side, so it was near post, so he should be getting to that really, or should be getting a hand to it, but Courtois thought the game had stopped for some reason, like an idiot, and lets the fourth in. I'm not quite sure Courtois would have saved it, even if it had died for it, to be honest. It would have been that wonder save. 4-2, you think, surely now, Man City, that's a good enough lead to take the Bernabeu, especially with their attacking threat that they're going to pose over there anyway. And then late on, I can't remember if it was a corner or a cross, the most blatant handball you will ever see in your life. I think on TalkSport, Trevor Singh said, it's unlucky, it's off his head. Unlucky, mate, he went up like that. Bang. It's the most stupidest handball I've seen all season, or one of them. It's right up there. Calamitous handball. I think it was accidental, so it was just ridiculous from Laporte. So, one, Laporte should have stopped Vinicius Junior or attempted to, and two, Laporte gives away a penalty. Up step Karim Benzema. Now, in the previous game, apparently, he'd missed 2 penalties in one game. So, in Benzema's head, they were saying Edison would have been watching where Benzema's been putting his pens. What does he do? He Panenkas him. And if you don't know what the Panenka is, it was from 1976 European Euro finals, Czech Republic versus Germany, and a guy called Panenka who ran up to the ball, ran up to the pen, and it was the winning pen. The goalkeeper dives and he just chips it, just a little chip, straight down the middle. And the look, the smile, Benzema just ran over. Mate, you think the pressure on that pen? Champions League semi-final, away at home, to the leaders of the English champions, the league leaders of England in the Premier League. You're 4-2 down. Your team needs that goal, and you Panenka it. Gave me goosebumps, mate, as a football supporter to watch that. It was absolutely breathtaking. It was the moment of the match for me. It was just brilliant. And that was it, 4-3. So City take 1 goal advantage to the Bernabeu for next, is it Wednesday, I think? I think Liverpool will play first on Tuesday because they, I think it might be on Tuesday, but I think it's a Wednesday. So the game is in the balance. I think City will have too much for Madrid, but they'll have their fullbacks, but they'll have at least João Cancelo back. I don't know about Walker, but and believe it or not, Cancelo will make a big difference. We all know how good he is. But whether they can stop Karim Benzema from knocking them out, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I really don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if Real Madrid won the Champions League this season because of Karim Benzema. He is that good. He does carry Real Madrid a lot. You can tell that. I think it's his 41st goal of the season, that Panenka. Unbelievable player. What a player. I wanted Arsene Wenger to sign him so much for so many years. I got so fucking frustrated with him. And tonight's game, or last night's game, should I say, Liverpool beat Villarreal 2-0. Jordan Henderson took a deflection across in the second half. And a Salah pass to Mane. And he sweeps it home for a 2-0 victory. And to be honest, it was a very defensive performance from Villarreal, more of a, how much can we keep the score down performance. They didn't really pose a threat all night. From what I saw in the highlights. And I saw the aftermatch analysis, and it was damage limitations, really. For me, Liverpool are in the final. The game that's in the balance is Man City, Real Madrid, but I don't think there's any stopping Liverpool. I don't even think Karim Benzema can stop Liverpool from lifting this year's Champions League. That's who I'm going for this season anyway. I'm going to go for Liverpool to win the whole thing. I've said it from the start. I think Liverpool, and they are proving me right. They are just head and shoulders above the rest, mate. And wouldn't it be nice for Jurgen Klopp to get revenge over Real Madrid? I think Liverpool would rather play Real in the final than Man City, to be honest. Because if Liverpool play like they did at the Etihad, I think they get ruined in the final. I do. You know, it depends on injuries as well. I know both squads are deep, but I think in the FA Cup final, Liverpool proved their squad's a lot better than Man City's second stringers. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? City have got Grealish to bring off the bench. Liverpool got Jota or Diaz. Who would you rather have? I know what I'd rather have, Diaz or Jota. There's nothing against our Jack. I love Jack Grealish, but he's just not at their levels at the moment. So that's my Champions League roundup. And that's the heights I want Arsenal to get back to, man. Piers Morgan's been putting the knife into Mikel Arteta. And, you know, the criticism is correct. You know, I wanted Arsene Wenger gone in 2007, 8, when we lost the Champions League final and he dismantled the Invincibles. I was so angry. So I wanted him gone for a decade, mate. So you know what I know what sort of Arsenal fan I was. I wasn't happy with fourth. And I certainly won't be celebrating fourth if we get that this season. I'll be celebrating when we win the fucking title again. And we start competing in the Champions League, get into semi-finals, get into finals, and winning finals. Liverpool are the model we need to follow. We have just as much, if not way more money than them, than FSG. But they seem to be light years ahead of us. For me, it's Arteta, Edu, and Vinay are the problem. Now, if they bring in Gabriel Jesus, that's a good start. They need to follow that up with another striker, another midfielder, another left back, and a right back, and make sure William Saliba comes back to the club. Why waste money on another centre back when we've got a perfectly fine one who's now in the French national team and will probably start in the World Cup? Look at Liverpool. They've got Konate, they've got Matip, they've got Joe Gomez who can't even get a fucking game next to Van Dijk. If we brought Saliba in, at least we'd have that choice of Saliba, Gabriel, Saliba, White, Holdings there even, Tomiyasu. Suddenly Arsenal have got some depth and quality at the back. Not nowhere near Liverpool's level within City's, but we will be getting there. We'll certainly have a better defence than Chelsea next season. It's about keeping it fucking tight. I mean, the goals we've conceded this season is insane. I think we conceded more than last season, but we're higher in the table, so, you know, every season's different. If you concede more, score more. At the end of the day, it's about where you fucking finish, and the table doesn't lie. You know, I want Gabriel Jesus to join Arsenal. And if any Arsenal fan out there disagrees with me, I would like to know a good reason why. Because he'd bring that, like I said in the previous video, if you haven't watched it, winning mentality. That's what Arsenal need in that dressing room. Winners, 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 winners. There isn't a player who's won a major trophy in England in that dressing room. And unfortunately, an FA Cup is not a major trophy anymore. I don't even know how many players are left from that FA Cup victory. There's not many. Anyway, it's been Gunners Pitch Side, over and out. Champions League review. What an amazing set of semi-finals, and I can't wait to next week's second legs, especially the jeopardy around Man City, Real. Who is going to the final in Paris? Is it going to be an all-English affair, or is it going to be Real Madrid, Liverpool? In a way, I'd like to see it Real Madrid, Liverpool, and Jurgen Klopp get his revenge on Madrid. Or a Benzema masterclass all the way. And you know what? If Real were to lift it, I don't think anyone would deny them the way they've performed. They've been amazing. Certainly this set of players lasts a while before they introduce new players. Okay, I'll catch you soon. And you know, I'm not this ultra positive fan. I have got my own views. I listen to people like Lee Gunner. And me and him have got a lot in common, mate. We have. Yeah, I will celebrate a victory because I celebrate my football team winning. Arsenal, not Arteta. Yeah, but I'm prepared to see what he's going to do. I'll give him next season. Yeah. If we get in the Champions League, it'll be very interesting what happens. Yeah. I think he would deserve that. And we just see. If we get embarrassed and fall away in the league, you get the sack. And Lee Gunner, you'll be well happy then, mate, won't you? Anyway, this is pitch side and out. Oh yeah, Lee Gunner said he liked the weight, the last bit of merch. I ain't bought Arsenal merch actually for over 10 years. Same Arsenal top I had in 2011. It's what I would wear to Arsenal if I go to an Arsenal game. But he bought the away kit this season. I think he's on about the retro one. He might not be, but I've got a soft spot for that kit. I do want it. Just because of the old cannon and that. Because I hate that. I'm not a fan of the new badge. I used to love the old crest. The proper badge. Where it was embroidered on the fucking shirt. Not fucking waxed on or whatever they fucking do with it nowadays. Proper Arsenal jersey. Anyway, over and out.